Evening everybody, Silverbolt here, back to the second of my Transformers review. This is the third take, because the first take was ruined by the dog barking, and the other take was ruined by one of my brother's friends screaming. So, anyway, we are doing, as per title screen obviously, Mirage. Mostly sticking with the G1. Mirage is a Cybertronian snob. He's an elite. Very much looks down on commoners, as he would say. He's possibly like royalty. He's a lord, or at least he thinks himself to be a lord. And now his character bio on his box depicts him as very snobby, very aloof, very arrogant, very cold, and very unwilling to do anything, pretty much. He stays out of the war at first, for as long as he can, and it's only when he doesn't really have much of a choice that he, rather unwillingly, joins the Autobots. And because of his attitude, and because of his snobbishness, and because of his coldness towards everybody, the other Autobots don't really trust him. In fact, don't really is an understatement. They don't trust him full stop. And it's not hard to see why. It's never said, but his personality is that he probably would never join the Decepticons. But if he was given an offer from somebody he thought he could view as an equal, then he'd probably butt out the war. He'd probably leave the war alone if he got the chance. Mirage is one of the Autobots that comes to Earth on the Ark, and he loathes Earth. He hates it with a passion. Some of the Autobots, like Hound, really do love Earth. They think it's a wonderful place. Mirage hates it. He hates everything about it, from the way it looks to the people, to the fact that he's stuck there. Everything. All he wants to do is get back to his old life on Cybertron. And that, of course, brings him into direct conflict with some of the others again, who then, because he's so unwilling to actually do anything, it again calls in his loyalties. And it's a bit of an irony, because he's probably one of the most capable sharpshooters in the Autobot army, if not the most capable sharpshooter in the Autobot army. His time hunting Turbo Foxes on Cybertron means he's a very, very good shot. In the cartoon, Mirage, of course, they couldn't really, in the pilot episode, have an absolutely despicable good guy. You can't do that in 80s cartoons. You don't have bad good guys. So they change Mirage's aloofness and snobbery and his desire to go back to Cybertron as a kind of severe homesickness. And he's portrayed as a very gentle character, and he's portrayed as a very not much phases him character. And all he gets a sympathy vote, because in the cartoon he's just portrayed as this really nice bloke who just wants to go home. Very, very different to what's portrayed of him in his character bios. In the comics, Mirage, and in the cartoons, Mirage never really does a lot, apart from having his loyalty called into question. And that does happen in the cartoon as well. Cliffjumper suspects Mirage. Now, it's never explained why in the cartoon he suspects Mirage. In the comics, of course, knowing that none of the Autobots trust him, it's quite understandable why Cliffjumper is very outspoken about it. Unfortunately, Mirage, when trying to mess up a Decepticon plan, which is originally what makes Cliffjumper suspect of him in the first place, ends up getting himself captured and controlled by Bombshell, who uses one of his cerebral bolts in his forehead. And of course that just sets everything off altogether, completely. All the Autobots then thinking, hang on, Mirage is a traitor. Even Prime isn't too sure, but is willing to give Mirage the benefit of the doubt. At first Prime is very much, leave Mirage alone, I have no reason to doubt him, and nor do you. But once Cliffjumper brings home the reports that Mirage is helping the Decepticons, Prime has no alternative. They have to question Mirage about it. He can't just turn a blind eye. But that's the only real evidence of Mirage's supposed betrayal. that's hinted at in the cartoon. For the rest of it, he's just depicted as this guy who's homesick, and very homesick. He doesn't really do a lot, and I suppose you can put it down to the fact that he's very unwilling to do anything. I mean, he's the kind of person that if somebody came up and asked for help, he'd tell you to sod off, because he'd think it was beneath him. I mean, even Sunstreaker's not that arrogant. So maybe it's because of that fact, but he doesn't really do a lot in the comics. When Dreamwave re-envisioned him, Mirage is again depicted as this cold, aloof, almost cruel character, who again joins the Autobots, but it's like he's doing it because he's got nothing else to do. But Mirage is one of the Autobots that when the Fallen attacks, Mirage is one of the ones that's trying to fight him off. Mirage is not seen after Series 2. In fact, he doesn't really show up an awful lot in Series 2 anyway. It's only really in Series 1 that Mirage is around. And after season... Now, it's rumoured that Mirage is one of the ones from Autobot City that's killed in the movie. Apparently there is a scene, whether it's unwritten or whether it was written but never put in, I don't know, that I think Mirage, you actually supposedly see him get killed alongside, I think it's Trax. But of course the body count in Transformers the movie was horrendously high anyway, so... Mirage comes back into it in RID, where he's one of the spy changers, and whether in homage to G1 or not, he's still a race car, and there again, he's the sharpshooter. They always call him a sharpshooter, despite the fact that in actual fact he's more of a sniper. But, you know, it's a kiddies cartoon, you can't have them snipers. I can't think in RID if he's ever referred to as a sniper. I think he's always referred to as a sharpshooter. Mirage again is in Energon, but he's a reformatted version of Tidal Wave, so I don't count that. Mainly because I couldn't stand the character of Mirage, but I couldn't stand the character of Tidal Wave either, so... Okay, now, onto the toy itself. This is the 1984 version. No, this is an even earlier version. This is part of the Microman range, I think. So you're talking, this one, you're talking 82... Hang on, there's a date stamp on here. 1982. This toy is from 1982. This toy is a year younger than me. So it's 25 years old. So it's doing pretty well. Considering the fact that the worst thing that's wrong with it is the gun's a little loose in the hand. Okay. He's a Liga sports car, obviously. A race car. Looks a lot like a Scale Electric. I was transforming for you now. You just pull the shoulder cannon off, obviously. I never did understand why they felt the need to put shoulder cannons on them, especially when there's really no point to them. Come on. Oh, the wheels are a little funny. There we go. Push the sides in. And there you have him. Mirage in his race car mode. As I said, looks an awful lot like a Scale Electric car. Ooh, painting idea. Get a Scale Electric car, paint it up like Mirage. Don't have a Scale Electric track, but... Yes, that's him in his G1 format. Very nice car. Very nice car. Very nice toy. I'll just put him back into his robot mode now. Luckily it's a lot quicker to do his robot mode than it is to do his car mode. There we go. Right, and there we have him. With the shoulder cannon to go on either one of the things there. Okay, that's him in robot mode. Very nice little thing. Very nice little toy. The only problem I have with this toy is the head. It's just stuck in there. That's all it is. It's just stuck in there. It doesn't turn, doesn't anything. But then a lot of the G1 heads don't turn. So you can't really complain. The light's really started to go. Okay, now, that's him in G1 format. Mirage comes back as a G1 Mirage twice on two more occasions. We'll do this one first. This is Alternator's Mirage. And he's very nice. Oh, he is such a gorgeous, gorgeous toy. Gorgeous toy. I love his head and his chest plate. Can't really get his head in there, but I love his head and his chest plate. But he's one of the hardest to transform. There is another version of him. I think he's actually got a new head design, and that's the Kiss Rodimus. So he's it's the exact same car. I forget what it is. No, that's not saying. I forget what actual model car he is. He's a Ford GT. It says it on the side. He's a Ford GT. So is Rodimus. And he's one of the nicest alternators out there. He really is one of the nicest alternators out there. The other Mirage is in the Classics range. Oh, new Classics, 2008. Rumoured ones that are going to be in there: Sideswipe, Sunstreaker, Octane. Just a quick FYI. This is Classics Mirage. Now, I didn't originally want a Classics Mirage. I think he looks so anorexic around the waist. You know, he's really stupidly thin around the waist. And plus he's got a stupid-ass gun. But I was in Nottingham one day. I was on a week's holiday from work, and I went up to Nottingham for the day. And I went into a store in Nottingham. Got lost in Nottingham, incidentally. And I don't know what it is about me, but no matter where I am, no matter how lost I am, I always seem to manage to find the Games Workshop. But anyway, I found this store, and he had Mirage in there, and he had him down for a 10 quid, and I thought, why not? I'll pick him up. Because, you know, I wanted the whole Classics range. When I got him home and I got him out, I transformed him. I loved him. Because the way he transforms, his articulation is fantastic. His articulation is absolutely phenomenal. You can put him in, you know, so many different action poses. You know, so you got him like that. Yeah! You know, you can have him in so many phenomenal poses. He's really one of the best of the Classics range for posability. He's fantastic. Alternators Mirage. I forgot which video I was doing then. Alternators Mirage will set you back a fair bit. Especially if you get him in Vinyl Tech. I've seen Vinyl Tech Mirages on eBay for 30 quid a buy it now, so they'll set you back a bit. Classics Mirage is probably your cheapest one you're going to get. That's a point. I've got Spy Chain as Mirage. I've got him down there. Oh well, he's a daft little toy anyway. I'm just thinking, shall I run and grab him? Give me a sec. Sorry about that. Really wish I had some decent, proper editing software I could figure out how to cut videos, but there we go. That's RID Mirage. One of the Spy Changers. Not a great one, but it's a dinky little toy. Where was I? Yes, Classics Mirage is quite cheap, as is RID Mirage. I think he was about 99p. That was still in his blister, so. Classics Mirage will set you back about a tenner. Have a shop round for him. The G1 Mirage. Now, I got lucky in that it was somebody selling him on an auction on eBay, and he's fully complete. And I got lucky with him. I picked him up for £37, and that was English pounds. It was an American auction, so he went for about $70, more than 70, closer to $80. Yeah, closer to $80. So you're talking a lot for him. There's even a knockoff of him now, and I saw on eBay some guy was selling the knockoff Mirage for $100, and it's like, are you mental? But there we go. Obviously the spring missile launcher doesn't work anymore. That's the best I get out of it. But then it's a 25-year-old toy, it's not a surprise. Okay, I'm probably going over my time limit quite a bit here. Yeah, I noticed that. My videos are getting longer. But yes, the G1 Mirage will set you back a bit. So if you are going to get him, be prepared to fork out. If you see him, buy it now. You're talking a lot of money. A lot of money. He's certainly one of the more expensive ones. And he's a bugger to get in any kind of completion anyway. Because a lot of the auctions I found, these bits have been broken off him. The elf spoilers have been broken off him. That's it for Mirage. Aside from two different Transformers, I think that's all the main G1 large Transformer toys for the Autobots I've done now. Oh, never mind. But yes, that's Mirage done. So I'm going to sign off for now. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I shall be back with another one, probably in about a week or so. But for now, this is Silverbolt with Mirage, and Mirage, signing off, saying au revoir, adios, auf Wiedersehen.